too long.
Welcome everybody to this week's episode of Unrooted Men's Soccer Edition, and my guests for this week's show are none other than the two Hawaiians on the men's soccer team, Noah Kerr right here and Trey Taniguchi right there. Thanks guys for joining me on the show.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You guys are making history. This is the first ever double interview that I've done here on Unrooted. How does that feel?
It's an honor.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Now,
it's making history.
Yeah, so hopefully this is the best one that we've ever done, right? Because it's going to be double awesome.
Probably will be.
I think so.
That's what I'm thinking. Now, you two, as I said, the only two from Hawaii on the roster, so I guess that's why we have you two coming in here together. Did you two know each other growing up?
I would say maybe more in high school.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, we're both from Hawaii, but then we're from different islands. So I'm from Maui, and then Noah's from, like, Oahu, which is, like, a 30-minute flight. So I played soccer in Maui, and then I would sometimes guest play in Oahu. Mm-hmm. So I'd fly over to Oahu to play, and I met Noah Kerr there because we'd, like, play against each other because we were on different club teams.
Right. So it was pretty fun. I mean, like, when I found out I was going to Menlo, and I kind of heard that he was going to Menlo, I was like, going to Menlo?
Yeah.
And then we found out, like, that's sick.
Yeah.
So.
And so obviously your guys' bond has grown stronger now that you've been here together for a couple of years.
Yeah.
You guys live together by any chance?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, so that's even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
The best. Yeah, this is going to be our second year.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so who's got the weirdest quirk? The weirdest roommate quirk?
I don't know. Maybe him.
Maybe me.
Okay.
I think because like every time he goes to bed, he grinds his teeth all the time.
Oh no!
Yeah.
The truth is told. The truth is told. Yeah, that would get a little bit annoying.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really too. No, it's not too annoying, but it just kind of.
It's fine because I can't hear it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Of course you can't hear it. All right, so now let's actually focus on soccer a little bit here for you two. Playing time on the rise for you guys this year and here your sophomore season. Are you more comfortable with the speed of a collegiate game versus what you were accustomed to in high school?
Yeah, I think so. Last year we definitely got a taste of it.
Yeah.
But this year it's been much easier for us.
I agree.
I think the spring season also helped too. It kind of eased our nerves more after the season was done. So I think definitely this year was.
Yeah, definitely exposure to more like playing time. It really helps with the speed of play because we're just getting out there more, and I feel like it really helps us develop our speed of play.
What was it about the spring season that helped settle you guys in? I know that's what you talked about.
Yeah, I think it was having those 12 seniors last year graduate, and then having the younger generation, especially us with 7 freshmen, having to step up and really play a lot of those spring games.
And against some pretty tough opponents as well. And having not been in that role before, very good way to just kind of ease you guys into action.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the team now as a whole. Last week was a very interesting game against William Jessup. We'll start with the highs from that contest. Jose Fimbre scored another goal for the Oaks. It was his 3rd of the season. Noah, you're a defender on this team. What allows him to be so successful as a defenseman to score goals?
I think it's his confidence. The goals that he scored has been from set pieces, corner kicks, or throw-ins on their half of the field. So I think really it comes down to having the urgency and the confidence, and I think he's definitely has one of the most confident persons on the team. So.
Yeah, I agree.
And it seemed like the offense controlled the tempo from the beginning of that match. You guys were in control from minute 1 all the way through minute 90. The outcome just didn't, of course, wind up working out. Trey, what's the most important part of controlling a match?
Controlling the match, as in the pace of the game. So I would say that it's really important to control the pace because, like, in the first 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, you work really hard to create the tempo and show the other team that you work harder and you want the game more, which really helps you out during the game. And the most important part I would say is being cool, calm, collected when you receive the ball, but also like staying on your toes, being ready for the ball, ready to receive it.
Is it most of the time where you're sticking to your game plan, or are you making adjustments on the fly within those first 5 to 10 minutes based on what they're throwing at you?
I would definitely say adjustments because you never know what's going to happen.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the game of soccer right there.
Yeah.
Now, there are 3 games left on the schedule. All 3 games at home for the Oaks. Menlo currently the 6th seed in the GSAC playoffs, the very last spot. How is the team ready to handle this final push to make a return to the playoffs?
I think it's really like an eye-opener for all of us.
Yeah.
You know, I guess really realizing how late in the season we are and what place we're in. Definitely not a place we want to be in, but it's definitely, I guess, a motivation for us to be better and to push harder, especially towards the end of the season. We don't want our season to be cut short.
Right.
Absolutely.
And like coming from last year, I know we don't want to compare last year to this year, but last year we did really well and won out a lot of games. But this year, like, we're starting to realize, like, we gotta step it up. Like, it's a whole new team. We have to push through it and get these last 3 wins.
Now, both of you guys were on last year's championship squad.
Mm-hmm.
Is the mindset right now any different than it was last year when you're gearing up for maybe a first-round bye as opposed to just making the playoffs?
I really wouldn't say so. I think it's just, you know, as a lot or as a group of players leave, you know, it's about stepping up and, you know, stepping into their shoes and what they left behind. So I think from there it's just, you know, that transition. I wouldn't really say it's the mindset. I think it's more of the culture.
Right.
That's going to be put to the test this weekend. You guys have a couple of tough games against teams receiving votes in the latest coaches poll. The Masters and Westmont are on tap. What makes the Masters and Westmont such good teams year in and year out?
Going back to what I said about Jose, I think it's really just confidence.
You're right.
You know, if you have confidence, I think that can really take you far. Because if you think, you know, you can do this or we can do this, you know, it kind of gives the team a better mindset and a more positive mindset towards the next game.
I also agree because, I mean, I actually think that they're both like really technical teams and tactical, and they have a lot of skilled players, individual players, but like there's something that I feel like we have more team chemistry, I could say.
Yeah.
So that's gonna help us try and win.
Yeah, and you guys are playing at home, and you've been doing a great job playing at home this season. So that's certainly a great way for you guys to finish out the year after being on the road basically the entire month of
Yeah.
September.
Pretty much.
So this is a big help for you guys.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's get into the final segment of the show. It's called Brownie Bites. I'm going to ask you guys 3 random questions. You got to give me your best answers.
All right.
Question number 1. Between the two of you, which one is more obviously not from California?
Not from California. I've been asking around, and everyone says that I'm obviously not from California because they think Noah. They see Noah as that like California look, that California vibe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can see it, kind of the surfer, like on the coast,
Yeah.
by Santa Cruz maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Trey, you not so much. You got to work on
Yeah.
that.
I don't know. I don't know where they think I'm from.
You're not going to see that camo top.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Question number 2. Which teammate is most likely to make a Ron Burgundy-like mistake while giving a presentation?
Ron Burgundy. Oh, okay. I would say him.
Yeah, probably.
Really?
Me. Yeah.
He's
Out
not
of
the
everyone on the team, you're going to go with him.
he's not the greatest
probably.
presenter.
Yeah. When it comes to a big, you know, class presentation, I think I'd probably make the mistake.
Yeah.
Do we have any runner-ups?
Cameron.
Bellucci?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why so?
He's just like me. Yeah.
He's one of those
Flustered,
guys like you. There's questions at the end of the presentation, and you ask him a question. You just give you like a one-word answer, maybe.
Yeah.
Like maybe.
So what you're saying is he'd make a great interviewee on Unrooted,
Oh.
right? He'd be perfect.
Maybe. I think Jose is another
Jose
one.
Fimbres
Yeah.
is another one.
Okay.
We
too.
could really test his confidence. on
Yeah,
that part.
he's
All
pretty
right, well, you
confident
said,
guy.
yeah,
We'll
you
see.
said confident on those set
Yeah.
pieces. We will
Yeah.
have to see if he is on
Intense.
here too.
Yeah.
And then the final question, number 3. Which teammate looks the worst or would look the worst with facial hair?
I think Trey.
I guess me.
Yeah, Trey
I
probably
mean,
would.
We
obviously,
guys are just throwing each other under the bus.
obviously, I don't grow like facial hair, but I just can't see myself with it. I guess.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Right. I mean.
Have
you
a
ever-
runner-up.
Okay, who's the runner-up?
I think it's probably.
Who?
I was thinking Fernando.
Fernando.
Yeah.
But he has that little.
But the thing, yeah, but that's
goatee
about
there.
it, you know. But if you were to
I
grow
mean, that
full,
counts a little bit.
yeah.
That's
But
at
if
least
you-
something. I'm sure
but,
Trey
yeah.
would take it.
Yeah, I would take that.
But I feel like if you grew a whole,
No
you know,
way.
beard and whatnot.
No way.
All right, Noah, so we're going to focus on Trey here. What would look good on him? My mustache?
Mustache.
Maybe like the Asian, you know,
handlebar?
Yeah,
handlebar?
yeah,
Curl?
maybe.
Oh, wait, what?
Just wait a couple of months and it'll be back on me. No, not you. It'll be back on me. We're gonna have that going again.
Alright, I feel that.
But I don't know how it would look on you.
Me neither.
You can't grow
Couldn't say.
anything? Have you tried?
I'm Japanese and Chinese, so the Chinese side of me just does not allow me to grow hair.
Interesting.
That's all it is. I don't
Interesting.
know.
Well, we'll keep it that way. You look fine the way you are.
Thank you.
Don't worry
Appreciate
about
it.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me on the show.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. And fans, it is a home weekend for Menlo College men's soccer. A pair of matches are on tap. It begins on Thursday. The men's team will be playing first with a matchup at 1:30 local time at Wunderlich Field. That'll be against the Masters University, and then they will play again on Saturday. They'll host Westmont. The men's game will be first, and that one will start at 11 o'clock a.m. We invite you to tune into next week's show when Trey and Noah will select the next interviewee on Unrooted Men's Soccer Edition, and it seems like they have a pretty good one in mind, so you might want to tune into that one. Until then, we'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm that one, and I've been silent for so long.